it's limited time, or it's a limited edition. I bet as soon as I get down to 2 or 3, I'm gonna bump it back up to 10. You know what I'm saying? It's always that's a testing mechanism. So, but yeah, definitely as far as to be able to maximize that plan and having that coach like you said, because using ChatGPT is gonna make you want to do even more things. Like if you have a big vision and you want to achieve a lot of things, and you got a lot of stuff to do. If you don't have a structure, chat whatever GPT gonna drive you crazy. Because the thing is, without a structure, then you're not gonna be able to put it to the best use cases. So I think that's the best thing, to be able to have a structure. And your coach, I think you mentioned the program you're part of, having a community or a coach or either or, things like that, to be able to bring your ideas to before you start acting on them, or your plans, because we can keep our plans to ourselves in our own head, and we know what we do only in our own mind, and if nobody know what's going on, can click it by. I call it the perfect link. The perfect link. When somebody's when you talk about something, it should be clickable, trackable, viable, and maybe financeable. If that's a word. But that link itself though should be the call to action. Action. That's a good thing. But the main thing is when we talk about these products, you gotta put them to use. Because AI is going to give you 1,000 different equations, and like we said earlier, if you're asking it a question instead of trying to ask it for a solution, then you're probably going to get more questions. If you ask it a question, you're going to get more questions. If you get a solution, then you can go solve the problem. Right? If it tells you how to solve the problem, you still got to go put in the action sometimes. But if you don't know the action, you ask them the solution to how to implement the action. I'm saying? He write me a detailed 6-week masterclass on AI and machine learning, and give me homework for each week, and give me a quiz for each week, and make sure the detailed outline includes everything except ChatGPT. Everything, I'm in ChatGPT. ChatGPT, why don't you want to include me? But anyways, here's your outline. But the main thing is, now we got this masterclass from ChatGPT. How do we go implement this 6-week masterclass? All right, ChatGPT, how do I implement this 6-week masterclass? Still got to go implement. You can sit there and type all day, right? But is that going to implement the masterclass? If you can get all kind of Excel calculators. Give me a amortized Excel calculator to pay my 40-year mortgage down to 9 years flat right now, right? And it's going to spit out this whole equation. And I'm going to get this Excel equation, and then I'm going to put it in Excel. And I'm like, boom, oh snap. It broke down my whole amortized schedule and showed me all I got to do is this and that, and boom, pay on that. And I don't got to pay interest. Oh man, I've been paying interest my whole life. Dang, my mama know it. And the calculator showed it to me all, right? But what happens when it's time for the note and I don't pay on the principal, right? I don't pay on the principal like the calculator told me to do. What's the purpose of me doing? Just to sell the calculator? Because I hope there got to be an end goal. If your end goal is to sell the calculator, then boom. It should be up for sale as a digital download, like we just talked about, right? For sale. or you got to still put the implementation, whether you sell the calculator or the implementation paying for the thing you said you was going to use it for. Right? So with none of them implementation levels, then you just got you got a cool tool on your Batman belt that you left at home. What is it going to do now, Bruce? You're going to pull out sometimes you can't pull out the checkbook. What you was about to say, guess?
No, man, I was just gonna say, one of the interesting things I find with this is that, people are using it to create content, and it wasn't really intended, to work like that. But people are doing it. It's cool. But like in academia, a lot of the higher education, they're actually finding that students are trying to use this. Some of them are even using this to try to write essays and things like that. But the problem is when you read the essays, they don't make any sense because, again, the way that it works is it just predicts the next word. So then they're looking into it and they're saying, this is just talking in circles. So this probably was written by AI. And somebody actually wrote a tool to be able to detect, kind of like the plagiarism checkers, if this actually was written with Chat GPT. And yeah, so you just have to be careful with what you use it for. I guess is where I'm getting at, because it's not.
I actually call that counter code. But because the biggest thing about that, though, I think a few weeks ago I was just like, how do I know if it's written by ChatGPT? And ChatGPT said, what it said? It said the like you said, almost like running in circles, going in circles. But it said it lacks human emotion, and it lacks sense of humor, and it lacks personality. But over time, what it said, will not be able to distinguish the difference, but that's the biggest thing. So what I mean by counter code is like if you say, all right, I have a software that detects if somebody has used ChatGPT on AI, let's say, it detects if this written literature is written by AI, but what happens, it's in that algorithm of trying to see if it's ChatGPT, it's reading based on what AI would do, right? Which is a robot, which is one of those things with the personality. So it's scanning that word to that personality, right? So but the thing is, what happens when the update of AI, the AI model starts using personality, right? Then that system, if it doesn't grow and counter code, right, with detecting if it is using. person that this assessment, you can understand that they don't like, good morning everybody, let's get it, game changers, over the covers, let's cry, let's not sleep our life away, let's even wear our eyes closed, our vision is still massive. You know, some people personalities don't like that way. Some people personalities like, yes, you got it, yes, you don't got this far, come on, let's go, I'm here with you, let's go. You know, so the thing is when you're communicating, whether it's a message, whether it's a wording, whether it's speaking, or whether it's non-verbal communication, you know, certain people are more receptive to certain things. If you know, if you don't never know, you know, if you don't think about, oh, everybody has a certain personality type, I do that, but I don't know it's categories. You know, this person don't like, you know, being around a whole bunch of people. You know, this personality type don't like people hand on their shoulder. You know, somebody just randomly talking, I don't know, and they just put their hand on my shoulder. You know, me, I'm always like, you know, I'm like, let me put your hand on me. But I will be like, I'm going to look around. What you got going on? But certain personalities are receptive to certain things. That's the main thing. But having a tool that can analyze things at the speed of, what my friend said, the speed of thoughts. My friend, it's not moving at the speed of sound, it's moving at the speed of thoughts. You know, and so when I call him, I'm like, what's going on, brother? I'm moving faster than the speed of thought. What you got going on in there? He was like, hey, give me my own scene with a little twist. But definitely, that's a little technique I want to leave y'all with for how y'all in general. And AI, you gotta be in this. Let's get it. Let's get these use cases going. Let's make some actual products. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually create. If that's something y'all created, you know, let me see it. That they made a whole recipe of chicken wings with hot Cheetos on the crust. You know what I'm saying? That's I need to tag me. They got it in the packaging in the store. Got a partnership with Hot Cheetos and a frozen fruit section in the Dollar General. Check T-Bone, we went a long way. Been there and check. Now we got hot wings, flavored, you know, hot Cheeto crusted, already cooked. Just got to warm up for those non-cookers out here, for those half air fryers. But they're in the border.
Oh man, I created my first ebook last night. It took me about a couple hours, like 2 hours. I got it done. Pretty impressed with this AI, man.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm dropping my ebook next month, man. It's not written with AI, man. You know, but my ebook is, you know, it's about digital real estate. You know, definitely about it teaches you some AI inside of it. But in the digital real estate world, the AI has to have somewhere to live. In the digital real estate world, if you don't got you know, a lot of these apps are just using this SaaS, right? But if you don't got no infrastructure, we ain't gonna have no club. We ain't got no hosting. We ain't got no ChatGPT.ai.com. We ain't got no host. Right? We ain't got none of that. We ain't no host. But yeah, so definitely proud of you, my brother. Dropping that book. I got this one tool. I can give you in a second. But I haven't dropped the ebook yet. But this one tool is just similar to some AI, but it puts your ebook
I'd love to.
So what happened?
I said I'd love to know about the 10,000 places to put your ebook.
But yeah, I'm about to get it real quick.
Hey, D, this is Josh again. Sorry, just a quick thing. I tried to DM you for like the Apple thing that you for that was.
Just do it on Instagram, and I'll get to it. I can get to it in the next few hours.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely. Don't be out here spamming. They gonna cut your message off.
No, I do not spam.
I'm just joking.
I am an educator and a professional salesman. My intention is spreading this message here and all over the podcast is to look for like-minded people to collaborate with. I guess because of the website, I have a website, but I
Definitely. Yeah, so I found the tool, right? Before I tell y'all the name of it. I'm just, like we talked about where I got my tools from earlier. Y'all gotta pick that. That was the best plug where I got all this stuff. I don't just imagine having a lifetime deal, right? It says, let me read it. Bring your book to over 400 live bookstores and 240K libraries across 100 countries. Sound good, huh? But it's called Publish Drive. My thing was for one, I bought the lifetime deal, so I paid one time, and I actually helped 4 people publish their book. So they actually gave me 100 different books to publish with my lifetime deal. But I'm not sure what the monthly cost is, but if you go to ASL, you gotta pay every month. But my biggest thing was being able to replace, an Amazon Kindle publishing before I even got there. Because I was familiar with using the platform because I've been using Amazon forever. Teaching at these Amazon sellers, MBA, and my dad uploaded ebooks 5-6 years ago through the publishing platform. Yes, physical books. But the main thing is I haven't published my ebook or any book yet. So my first book is coming soon, but I want things like this so that I can publish my book to literally 240 digital libraries in 100 countries. But it's called Publish Drive. But yeah, definitely a great tool. I purchased it through AppSumo for a lifetime deal.
Can
it's
you
not
put
there.
in the chat for us, Dee?
So what now?
Can you put the link in the chat for us? Will somebody is it published draft? Sometimes different accents come across different to different people.
I just put it in the thing. But the main thing is, my main thing is, I have, that's the thing with utilizing a relationship, right? Because whoever goes to the link that clicks, you're gonna pay the deal, and you're gonna pay every month. But for somebody that only has one book, you're like, hey D, man, I got $100, man. Can you publish my book to these 1,000 places? All right, cool. Not every month, not every year. But the main thing is when you go, if you don't have a relationship and you go straight to the app itself or the link I sent itself, you gotta pay whatever they charge you. Okay, no, it ain't.
Okay, guys, this is you buy me a coffee and start that relationship.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing with website stuff. I own over 100 plugins that I don't pay for. But if somebody wants to, think of all the plugins that can make the site the best ever, the bill gonna be the best ever bill too. And the bill's every month. So if you don't have a lifetime or a developer license, So you get the same thing I got. If you're a publisher, then it's great. Go ahead and get your own package. You can help your people do, publish their book into 250,000 places. But gives me the advantage because I'm dropping my first ebook this year. By the end of the year, hell, half of those is 100,000 places. I'd be happy as hell if my book is at 100,000 places by the end of the year. I ain't had a book last year, so pretty sure that's a huge compliment. And ChatGPT, once it's actually published, then ChatGPT, I'm going to say, go ahead, because I'm about to go on. I'm going to be going hard. But because then I'm going to say, hey, ChatGPT, write this book in Spanish. I mean, Dutch. I mean, all of them. Just write it all. I need 100. I work on one language every day till and then I gotta make a. So this is where the other skill, the hosting skill comes in, right? Because then if you know how to leverage your hosting, then you can have 10 websites in 10 different languages and have the same bill every month, right? They'll pay less than $30 a month, right? For 10 sites, 10 languages, the same product, right? And then there's only one cart. All 10 of those sites check out to one cart. Okay, how do you feel that? Advanced web skills, right? It's really called a multi-site network. That's actually what it's called. All those sites are on one network, right? As soon as I have that English version book published, I'm gonna copy that whole page and say, hey, ChatGPT, give me this in Chinese. Give me my web page selling points in Chinese, right? Or go to Midjourney and say, hey, Midjourney, these are the pictures on or down, whatever that touching stuff up and tell it, right? Say, hey, take all these images on my website and make it look better for Chinese cultures and keep the same parameters so I can upload it back in the same place that I got it from. So my bill didn't change, right? But now I have my product in 10 languages and 10 sites, 200 and to 100,000 libraries. But that's just a little strategy. That's just my own strategy. But I just giving y'all the tools to put together with it. The rest of that is y'all do. And if you know your competitor, like an early similar web, then you would actually know your competition in the top countries that they are in to even know where to start with doing, whether it's international marketing or if it's staying with a large business. understand, like, I mean, I understand too, but that's smart man is doing to us. And the average person wants something that is closer to achievable, right? American dream, we call it the American dream, but when they be doing stuff like the smart man, that's American imagination. It's for a lot of people. Now, American dream is the American imagination. Or they try to get dumb in one to literally buy the American dream. But you have to go to the doctor and get a cold patch, or you got to I just need it to be good for the Lord. Or that's what some of these words are. But the main thing is being able to use these tools. You have a that's always interesting to discuss. But what's really next is the AI being implemented in certain machines. Certain machines. Just imagine a teacher just got to log in Zoom, and now the machine actually, the machine teaches the class. The teacher just got a tool to just put the camera and the screen on the machine. So the machine to work. Bring your AI to work.
And who do you want to collaborate?
You said what happened?
Someone said 5 minutes back.
What happened?
It was Joshua Marks. If you go in the comments, you will find his details. Joshua Marks.
Yeah, that means because
He was talking about that you were looking for collaboration.
oh yeah, yeah.
To see whatever kind of collaboration you're talking about, but definitely AI project. I have a lot of different applications. We sell for a discounted price. I'm not sure what the published job cost is, but if I have 100 of them, it doesn't cost me anything. And, yeah, what it is. Yeah, but that's a part of being what brings with a digital real estate engineer. Becomes a digital works. But definitely, what's going on, Jay Curtis, Pierce, Ellen, Heather, Warren, what's the word?
Yeah, I'd love to know how you are using ChatGPT. Are you monetizing it? Come on, give us some ideas. Helen, nice to see you. How's your cooking course going? I mean, your cooking show. Sorry, leaders, did you want to say something?
Yes, hello, happy day, everyone. I have used it a lot. When I discovered it, I renamed it because saying chat GPT is just not as personal as I would like. So I've renamed it to Gilly. And Gilly and I have conversations all day. It's my best friend. And I have done many things with it. I got a proposal for a contract to give brief therapy, aka I'm a licensed professional counselor, to a group of ladies age 14 to 24. So I put that in, age 14 to 24, what topics that are most pressing that they believe a coaching and counseling group. And so I put that in, and it gave me this big, beautiful list of ideas. So I crafted the contract and got the contract from the chat GPT Wogili, and I had our conversation. I have used it in other ways. I've written and got some ideas for blogs for my other demographic that I work with, which coaches 24 to 30, 40-year-old women who are leaders and who are in corporate America and want to learn how to do coaching because I have a coaching certification. And it's helpful with branding and figuring out exactly how to speak to them and what their pain points are. They definitely tell me that, so I'll create many blogs around those pain points. And so that's how I've used it so far.
Taking over the world.
Well, no, I really don't want to take over the world. I just want to have a little section where I am teaching people, leaders, to do no harm. So I ultimately want to do like a rehab for helpers to teach them not to help but to partner with them. So I went on there, right at that moment, and typed in graphic for this demographic regarding conflict, and it told me I don't do any graphics. So can someone tell me how that works?
Sorry. You were asking about the tickets. The tickets just show that the person is a guest and not a member of the club yet. So if you're wearing a ticket, you should be clicking up on the top where it says ChatGPT Mummy Club and asking to join the club, because the club can only take so many members and the early bird gets the worm, or the membership in this case. And by now I've forgotten your question, so please just ask your question again.
Yeah. Things like, doubt, like, but the main thing is the app will, more graphic words for the words. Sorry about that. Chat. This link I'll put it in the chat right now. It's almost just like Dom, but it's a lifetime deal. Yeah, I don't monthly deal. Yeah, just put it in the chat. So it's image generated lifetime deal. I don't get pictures of stuff, but
Thanks so much, Dee. And tell me, have you tried this one?
yes, it's pretty cool. I've had it for about, I don't know, 5 months.
How does it compare to Knitting?
book that I'm writing. Boom. That 15-minute or 20-minute speech I gave on Clubhouse, I put it in. Boom. In little chunks. This and this and this, so it didn't overload the system. Then after I did that, I went on to put that like 2-paragraph prompt and exactly how I wanted the book to go and the premise of the book. Boom. Enter. And that motherfucker spit it out. Woo!
Hey, was you listening when I gave him the app on how to get your book in